Okay, the next thing I want to show you is we'll talk about smart tags. So I'm going to go ahead and bring up the toolbox again, and I'm going to go ahead and pin him down like so. And I'm going to come over and go into menus and toolbars real quick. So there's menus and toolbars. Now notice what I've got here. I've got the pointer, context menu strip, and of course menu strip and status strip and tool strip, and of course tool strip container. I think what I'll do is just stick menu strip up here for right now, and just kind of click on that and drag it over to the top. I could actually drag it anywhere on this window, and it would come up right here. Now the smart tags is what we're looking to work with next. So smart tags, if I come over here, you can look at this little arrow right there. Everybody see the little arrow right there. If I click on smart tags, then basically what happens is it says, okay, I see menu strip tasks. I can embed that in a tool strip container, or I could insert all the standard items. I could change the render mode. I could change where it's docked to. I could also change the grip style, and of course I can edit the items on there. Let's just see, so it's a smart tag, so I just want to insert the standard Windows menu choices. So if I just say click on that, then basically what will happen is it'll insert all of the standard Windows menu choices for me. And again, if I click on that, you can see all of that has been added to my Windows COBOL program. The same is also true for the tool strip. Again, if I click on that and just drag it over, the tool strip will be there. And again, I see the same kind of situation with the or the smart tag. If I just go ahead and click on that, I can insert all of the various standard items. So let's go ahead and run that real quick. Again, the build has started, as you can see here. Okay, so the program is running. And again, there are some things on here that don't have any functionality assigned to them. So again, if I click on some of these, you'll see that nothing happens because again, I haven't assigned any functionality to them. But for this and this, there is. Now, notice what's going on right here. I would have to move this down in order for this to be meaningful, or I could just, if I had turned on the properties here to be able to move the toolbar, I could kind of move that out of the way. But let's go ahead and fix that one little problem here with the code. So again, let's say I just want to delete the toolbar. So I'll say delete, and I can select that and then bring this down just a bit. And that'll be fine. I'm going to add a status strip on here as well, just so that you can see a status strip. All right, so let's go ahead and say run. And again, the build is started. Okay, very simple, very easy. Again, if I click on click me, notice what happened. And click me too is right there as well. So we've seen that we can modify the look and feel of a program. We can go ahead and affect how the program behaves. We can add controls. We can modify controls. We can align controls. We can affect the code behind the various controls out there. One thing that we didn't talk about is container controls. And again, I'm going to go ahead and add a container control and talk a little bit about that real quick. So I'm going to move that up just a little bit and come up here to containers. Now, containers basically are what they say they are. I mean, basically all you have is an opportunity to add a group box, and again, this one displays a frame around a group of controls with an additional caption. A panel will allow you to group an additional group a set of controls. Same is also true with the split containers, tab controls. Very, very cool, this tab control. I think that you'll really enjoy working with that one. But for the time being, I'm just going to get a group box. I'm just going to kind of drag that over, and you can see the alignments all set up here. I'll just drop that down here, and let me say I want to go ahead and move this up just a bit. And now I want to go ahead and put a couple of controls that make sense in the group box. So I'll just select that. First thing I want to do is I want to change this little caption right here. So again, in the design and appearance, the appearance group box 1, I'll just go ahead and just change that. and we'll just call this sex. And I'll just press enter, and it'll be male or female. So I'm going to come over here to common controls, and I'm going to put a radio button in here. So I'll just go ahead and click that, and all I have to do is just drop that in the control right there. And again, I'll do another one for, we've got two choices here, and the first choice I'm going to go ahead and make male. And the second choice I'll make female. Oops. Get back here and change the text. So now I've gone through and made that change. So let me go ahead and adjust the size of this box just a little bit. Again, I can just do it like that. Now we can go ahead and just run this. If I go ahead and say, get my build going. Okay, now my program is running. So again, everything works. Now if I click on this, I've got this group box right here, and this is a container control, and I've got two components inside the container control. And now again, I can click on either one of these, and notice there's only one choice for sex. You're either male or you're female. This is also good for using, where there's one condition or another. So true or false, yes or no, black or white, yes, male or female, qualified, not qualified. So again, this is a real simple way to use a container control. Again, there are other container controls that are out there that are also very, very good. If I wanted to go ahead and use the tab control, I put that out here, and let's just kind of lay it out like so. And I'm going to move this over just a bit and adjust the size of my window just a little bit, so I can actually move this over. Oops, a little hard to grab that sometimes. There we go. So now I want to go ahead and, let's say I want to go ahead and change the properties for that. Easily done. Again, I can change the appearance, I can change the choices, I can change the focus, I can change the layout, and I can add a tab. And again, if I want to go ahead and run this, and here's my new window. So again, everything works. And let's make that male. And then here's a tab page 1, tab page 2, tab page 3. Notice they're each individual tabs. So we've seen some examples of the form designer preferences, adding controls, using the grid lines, snap lines, aligning the controls. We've formatted controls. One thing that we haven't done is we haven't locked controls. I'm going to go ahead and lock the controls now. So I'm going to go ahead and say lock controls. And now when I select any one of these, notice this little lock pops up here. That means I just can't move it. I can't do anything with it. It is basically all locked down. So it's very easy to, once you have your form all set up, it's very easy to make sure that nothing happens to the look and feel of all of that. So we've basically covered everything in here. Let's go ahead and continue with the rest of the lesson.